We begin tonight with reported problems involving a new state-of-the-art security system in the Gregory Portland ISD.
Yeah, we reported on this last week. Of course, these days security is so important for our school campuses. However, some parents are now expressing concerns because of the delays that the new security is said to be causing. They say classes started nearly an hour late yesterday.
Our Michelle Pedraza joins us live with the details on this top story. Michelle.
Well, Joe McKenzie, this week Gregory Portland School District has been testing out a new metal detector device at their high school. This is just one of many devices that they're looking into to help when it comes to enhancing their security and safety for schools. And this comes less than a month ago when the middle school had to be evacuated after receiving a bomb threat. The metal detector they're using is similar to those used at airports. However, on the first day, the process took them 50 minutes to complete, meaning kids missed almost an hour of school getting through the system. Superintendent Dr. Paul Clore tells me that today that time improved significantly to just 5 minutes. Parents I talked to here had different opinions about this process.
It's safe for the kids, but getting to class on time is what's really more important. It just started, so once it gets a little bit more, they get more used to it, I think it'll be a lot easier.
Safety is more important than waiting. Look at airlines. That's safety, isn't it? We waited hours and hours, and now they're cutting down on it.
So before making a decision on whether or not to purchase the metal detector, the district must first complete a series of tests and see which device fits their needs. They will be using the metal detector, though, for the next week or so. Not sure how long it'll take them to make a decision on that device, but officials do add that they will be in contact with families and the community, parents, just letting them know what's going on every step of the way. For now, live in Gregory Portland, Michelle Pedraza, 3 News.
Okay, Michelle, thank you.